It's Gnome of the Month, Gnome of the Month, Gnome of the Month. Beautiful friends, and welcome back to my channel. This is Nova Gnome Creations, and I'm Nova, and I am so happy to see you today. Happy Saturday. I hope you guys are having a great weekend so far. Today is Gnome of the Month. So what is Gnome of the Month? Real quick, I will let you know. It is the last Saturday of the month. I come on here and I show you guys the drum roll reveal of my gnome for the month. I also share with you guys gnomes that you have been working on. So for future reference, it's a little late today since you're already watching the video, but for future reference, if you would like to participate, you can always email me. My email is in the description box below this video. If you just click down there at the read more option, it'll expand that and you can get my email out of there, but it is novagnomecreations@gmail.com. You can send me an email at any time and it will go into the next Gnome of the Month. You just have to put Gnome of the Month as the subject line. In your email, attach pictures of whatever gnomes you got up to this month. It can be any crafty gnome. Does not have to be crochet. Anything you've crafted that's a gnome. And let me know in the email what name to credit you as when I am putting together the video. Those are the only requirements. And you, if you're watching this video, that means you are part of the community and you are welcome to participate. You do not need special permission. You don't have to be some amazing skill level. Anybody is allowed to join in, and I welcome you to please join in. I love to see your guys' gnomes. Today's video is such a fun video. It's a gnomey parade, crafty gnomey parade, so even better. And it is just such a blast. So thank you guys so much for participating. I love seeing what you guys have been up to. Today is actually a extra special Gnome of the Month day because it is also a pattern drop day. I try to make a pattern when I can for my Gnome of the Month, and then I like to save it and launch it the same day I make my Gnome of the Month video as just like a nice little exciting surprise on a Saturday. And then also you guys won't get a sneak peek of my gnome before Gnome of the Month because you gotta wait to get the pattern until Gnome of the Month. So what gnome did I do? I hear you asking. Nova, what gnome did you do? So I wanted to do something springy, and this is what I came up with. And those of you who guessed that I was teasing a flower pot, you were correct. So the little teaser that I showed you guys in one of my crochet and chats, I believe it was that I was working on this flower pot, but I didn't tell you what it was. I just said, can anybody guess it? And a lot of you guessed it, that it was a flower pot. So here is my flower pot gnome. She's holding a little yellow basket. She's got a little tutu on, and her hair is vines. Some of them have little leaves on them, some of them don't. Little flower on her hat. And here is what she looks like in all of her glory. So I think she came out really cute. I did her in some bright colored yarns. Like I said, I wanted this to be a springy type of vibe. So I used this Red Heart Super Saver in Fruity Stripe for her body and her arms. I thought it was like just a cute, bright, yellows and reds. And I thought it was like a happy colors. I wanted happy, bright colors. For the brown of the pot, I used this Just Yarn Worsted by Premier in the colorway of Butterscotch. The white is also a Just Yarn, I think in the color of Cream, but it was just a little scrap of yarn. And then the hair is this. Whoop, there's a crochet hook stuck to it. Get off of there. There we go. Is this scrap yarn that I have. Well, it's not scrap yarn, it's caked up yarn that is actually getting very floppy because I've used it a lot recently. But I'm not sure what it is. I think it might be Spring Green by Premier. Premier's like just value acrylic yarn. I think it might be Spring Green. And then I used this sparkly pink that was caked up. It's kind of very floppy little cake. And the sparkly blue. And a little bit of this sparkly yellow. These were a cake that had multiple colors in it, like a striping cake. It was a yarn bee yarn from Hobby Lobby, and then I just color controlled it, pulled out all the colors and caked them up. So that is the colors I used. Oh, and then this was Schitt's Creek yarn in the colorway of Fold the Cheese. So those are the yarns I used, and this is how it came out. I love the little pot. I think it is so cute. I've also been affectionately calling this my pothead gnome because I think it's hilarious. And I have another idea for another pot-based gnome. So maybe next month I will have another little pattern for you guys. But we will see. I wanted to do it this month and have two, but I didn't want to put too much pressure on. But this is the different hair options, and I explained in the pattern how to do all of this, how to do the hair options with the little leaves on them, how to do the ones without the little leaves on them. I explained about lengths and what length you might want to do, and then I just did varying lengths because I liked the way that that looked. But I explained how to do everything, the little tutu, the flower, the hat, and you can obviously modify it till your heart's content. You could cover it in flowers if you wanted to. You could just like put flowers everywhere. You could put flowers on the body. There's so many different things that you could do with it. And the little basket is also included in the pattern. Oh, and if you would like to get this pattern, it is available on my Etsy, which I will link it in the description box below. I'm also going to throw a little coupon out. So if you would like to type in Gnome of the Month with no spaces in there into the coupon category part of Etsy in the checkout, it will give you a little bit off of your Gnome of the Month pattern if you would like to get this little pothead gnome. It'll also work on any of my other patterns, so feel free to get a couple of them if you've been having your eye on any of them. I will put the coupon code also in the description box just so that you can copy and paste it. I really, really appreciate your support if you would like to check it out. It means a lot to me. It means a lot to my little family, and we are very grateful. So I am so happy with it. I think it came out really, really cute. I hope that you guys like it. I think it's a really happy little spring gnome with floral kind of vibes, with like, you know, plants and everything kind of vibes, but a different take on it. So it's got a little pot on its head. It's got a little pot hat. Oh yes, and a lot of you guys love this. It does have little thumbs. It does have little thummies. So there's my Gnome of the Month. I hope you guys enjoy it. I am excited to see what kind of gnomes you guys have gotten up to this month. So I'm going to be hopping over to my email to get out your guys' gnomes of the month and put them into this video. All I ask is that if you have a moment, maybe you leave a kind comment about somebody's gnomes, anything that you think while you're watching it, you know, hanging out and seeing what the community has been up to. Maybe you'll grab a little inspiration, but spreading those little positive vibes, telling people what a good job they're doing. You never have any idea the impact that you can have with just one kind comment. That ripple effect, you could literally make somebody's week. You could make somebody's day, somebody who's having a really hard time, just a kind word, okay? So if you've got time to do that, and this is in all things, not just Gnome of the Month, if you've got time to do that, drop that kind comment, you know, make that ripple effect. And, you know, even if it doesn't spawn anything, what did you lose? What did you lose by making a kind comment? So, words for thought, thoughts for, whatever the phrase is. Food for thought. Food for thought. So I hope you guys have a beautiful rest of your weekend. I hope you guys are doing good. I hope you're all staying safe and comfy cozy. I hope that you make some time for yourself this weekend. Curl up with a good book, curl up with a crochet project, you know, whatever it is that's going to bring you some joy. Maybe you have been pent up all winter and it is now warm enough outside and you are an outdoorsy person. Maybe you get outside this weekend and have a little bit of fun in the sun. Whatever your little, you know, pick of poison is for your happiness, I hope you make time to do that this weekend. Not something that you got to do, not something that's for someone else, not an obligation, not a favor, not anything for anyone but you. Because guess what? You deserve it. You deserve it. You deserve to take time for yourself. You deserve to have those moments of reprieve, those moments of happiness, those moments of calm where you can just take a deep breath. Not only do you deserve it, but you require it. Like a plant, you require nourishment, and nourishment is more than just food and water and maybe sleep. It is also feeding your soul, feeding your interests. You have to take care of yourself in all of those different ways. So I hope you make time for that. All right, guys, let's see what everybody has been up to. These first gnomes are by Christine, and if you want to see more info about them, they are available on her Facebook page, Amazing Fiber Art. These are so gorgeous. Like, you want to talk about getting some inspiration? Man, these are inspiring. I absolutely love these. Very unique looking, too. Great job, Christine. Thank you so much for sharing. And then the amazing Heidi B always sends in absolutely gorgeous gnomes, always gives me so much inspiration. She did these beautiful floral gnomes. I literally love these so much. She's calling them her Mayflowers, and they're my pocket gnome pattern. And then she decorated them up for spring, and she named them Bluebell, Violet, Petunia, Tiger Lily, and Buttercup. I love it so much. And she said, P.S. I'm a sucker for puns, if you couldn't tell. Dude, me too. Absolutely. Puns all the way, all the time. These are really cute. I love them. I really love them. Thank you so much for sharing them. I hope you guys enjoyed our Gnome of the Month video for May. So many beautiful gnomes. Like, so much inspiration. Thank you guys so much for sharing, and I hope you have a beautiful rest of your weekend.